How's it going, everybody? My name is Joe, and I'm going to be reacting to Superman and Lois, Season 3, Episode 6. And before we continue, please subscribe to the channel and like the video.
He was told the end was inevitable, but Dan had no quit in him. But then one day I realized he was only doing it
For her.
me. And I told Dan that it's okay to let go.
If there's anything I can do, lucky for you, I am born and raised right here.
I might take you
Nice.
up on that.
I hear you're doing group. That's great. It really helped my husband.
Not
Sophie's
happy,
back.
but maybe you and your sister can do something fun today.
What? No, I,
Her
Mom, I have
reaction.
to study for my geometry midterm.
Want to play a game I downloaded?
So if I'm like up to my ears in trapezoids right now. Maybe later.
Oh, she is so sad. What is that
I
outfit?
guess it's vintage.
Mr. Cushing says I gotta wear a trainee uniform until I
okay.
earn a better one.
Who's Rusty?
I don't know, but the crew keeps saying he died in these.
Dad, I beat the last Fortress hologram.
Nice.
You look like a guy who made a wish to be a kid again.
Hilarious.
He's training just like you.
All right,
Yep.
well, Dad said that after I won the last hologram fight that I can actually do some saves on my own.
Something's happening with Deadline.
It's been over a month since you fought him.
We'll talk about your training later.
Superman, take me to Manheim.
Seems pretty fit.
Sounds like similar to what happened to Henry Miller.
Tumors everywhere.
Oof.
Take me or I'll die.
Take him.
Manheim!
You're crossing a red line coming back here.
He says only you can save him. Bruno, you're killing him.
Then you should take him to a hospital.
Damn. Cleaning duty.
Well, that sounds better than studying parallelograms for 8 hours.
That's his Monday.
The realization.
I'm gonna be a sophomore the rest of my life.
Come on, Soph, Mom's making dinner.
But we didn't get to do anything.
I'm at work. What'd you expect?
I don't know.
What you expect?
Something fun? When's the fair coming?
Not till summer.
We're finally tackling this on. Her being neglected.
Deadline died?
They definitely had a deal, but Manheim wouldn't admit it, and it was too late.
Before Bruno had him released, James DeStefano was diagnosed in prison with stage 4 lymphoma. The only other prisoner he got out early, who was also terminal,
Was Henry Miller.
Yeah,
he had traces of XK and your blood in his system.
of
Mr.
course.
Manheim's what? Giving powers to dying criminals? I mean, why go through the trouble?
What if this isn't about powers? What if he's actually trying to keep these guys alive?
It's possible.
Where were you?
There was a flash flood in Utah. I saved like this hiker and maybe a yoga instructor. It was nuts.
He's gonna be mad, huh?
Jordan, how many times do I have to say it? No saves without me.
I'm assuming
I
Lois
told
let
him
him.
he could go.
Yeah.
You think you're ready? Tomorrow it's you and me at the fortress.
All right.
What's the
Sorry.
Take off your shoes.
Kryptonite and Superman's blood in our new subject has incredible potential to reanimate cells.
I need the new serum.
And you'll have it, as long as Lois Lane stops poking around Hobbs Bay Medical.
Don't worry, she'll be up to her ears in admin records.
This is reckless.
We either make our move now or let Superman make his.
We only had one shot.
Onomatopoeias time.
Why can't we just tell her?
Just so soon after the divorce. I just don't want anyone to get hurt. Can you just give me a little more time, babe?
Estate planning. What's this?
Something we should have done so long ago.
There's no reason for any of this.
Except for the fact that I have cancer, a disease that killed a man in front of you this morning. Can you at least consider?
Nope, it's not necessary.
I agree with his optimism, but I'm on Lois' side though.
Come on. I've literally done everything you've asked. You can't hold me back just because you're afraid.
Oof. Do it once.
If Clark says it's all going to be fine one more time, I might actually lose it. Anytime I even acknowledge that not everyone beats cancer, he just refuses to believe that I could be one of them.
I've been in this a long time. My husband's still getting his head around it.
How do you handle it?
I remember he's doing his best and try to be patient. And other times, I yell. A lot.
Here to study with Sarah, if that's okay.
Oh yeah, by all means. Keep an eye on your sister for me. I'll be right back.
I'm hungry.
Sophie, we gotta study. If you're hungry, then go get something to eat.
Yeah, what's she gonna make?
Look at what he's done for the schools and all the new parks, the hospital. It's his investments that brought this neighborhood back to life.
Yeah, but where'd all that money come from? I can't prove it yet, but I think the hospital's a cover for something.
The hospital has done so much good for so many, I mean, including you,
Yeah.
and the doctors there. 5 years ago, they took the time. They caught things that my first team missed. If they hadn't, I wouldn't be here.
Okay, maybe I can find room for a bite or two.
If you don't, you will never forgive yourself. Trust me.
Damn, okay. I see you, Jordan.
I could do this all day.
You have to make sure you've disarmed all your enemies. These guys will be trying to kill you every time, and it takes one mistake to lose everything.
He's not lying.
Every time I finish one of your lessons, you just add another.
Because I'm trying to
Yeah.
keep you safe and alive.
I just don't think you can handle someone else being super too.
I don't think it's that. It's,
Where's your sister?
Oh,
Good
she was
question.
hungry, so I told her to go get something to eat.
oof,
Alone?
right?
How long ago was that?
It's like right after I showed up.
About like an hour ago.
Go find your sister.
Where's your dad?
He went to go run an errand.
Dang it, Sarah.
Everything okay?
No, it's not. Sophie's missing.
Sophie's supposed to be at my apartment with Sarah.
Yes, she left and didn't come back. Why weren't you with them?
I had to do a thing.
What kind of thing?
Lana, I had plans. I'm allowed to do things.
Yeah.
Right? And besides, yesterday I took Sophie to work.
Sorry to inconvenience you with your own daughter.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, that's
No,
not what he
you meant was
means.
to blame me for your mistake.
No, Lana, just
Come on, Lana.
listen.
You should have been there with her.
This is how she finds out.
No explanation necessary. I need to go find my daughter.
What's going on?
Dad shot me with a laser.
What?
Right?
Overreacting.
Not if you shot him. How is this fine? You're shooting our son with lasers.
It wasn't me, it was the program. Just trying to prepare him for the worst.
Okay, so then it's just different when it comes to me.
Hmm.
I'm just saying, you walked out of therapy and you said it wasn't for you. And last night you walked out of our bedroom, refusing to believe that I can die. What is going on with you?
Okay,
Yeah.
look.
Okay, so you're worried I'm just gonna give up. Well, that's basically what you implied.
No, but I mean, now you're writing a will and acting like you might not make it.
Because I might not. I'm
Yeah.
not you. You don't get sick.
I'm always going to believe that you're going to beat this. I'm not going to fixate on the alternative being a possibility.
It already is.
Yeah.
And you acting like cancer or old age or some random bus that doesn't see me crossing the street isn't a possibility.
Wait, that's
Yep.
not what I'm saying.
Cancer is my villain, Clark, and you keep acting like it doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's tough.
While I'm gone, maybe apologize to our son for laser beaming him or whatever the hell that was.
No matter how hard I try, I can't stop screwing up and letting my family down.
Nice try, rookie. I took space drugs and destroyed high school football for the entire
Yeah.
town.
Yeah.
Your massive failures do kind of make me feel better. Hold up. What Soph said to my dad at the fire station?
Yeah.
I think I know where she is.
The fair.
Oh my god, there she is. Soph!
Leave me alone.
I think I get it. Must be tough. Everything with your mom and your dad.
Everyone always forgets about me.
Yeah.
They never want me around.
I know how you feel.
The writers as well.
In my family, I'm pretty much always the one that's left out. My parents, my brother, they're kind of a big deal, so.
Jordan's not a big deal. I mean, Sarah dumped him.
Oof.
That's true. I was just upset. Sometimes I just took that out on my brother. When things got tough, he always had my back. That's what family does.
But that's your family. Mine doesn't care about me.
I kind of doubt that.
Right.
Thank you.
Might be any shirt in your future, little kid.
Good job, Jonathan.
You had to figure it out by yourself. I have Superman to learn from. There's
Right?
no better
Yeah.
teacher than that.
That Lois?
Stay here.
It's your mom. Let Jordan go with you. Oh, onomatopoeia. Jordan's gonna have to come and save him.
You need to listen for your father and tell me exactly what you hear. You need to help him.
Yep.
Dad said I wasn't ready.
Then prove him wrong.
Hey, we're gonna see the new outfit. Look at the mask. Nice. Oh, all right. I see you. Come on, you guys get two if you want her. All right, use your speed. Oh, really? Oh, Clark. Nice. Yeah, I was like, there's no way he's gonna die here, right? Onomatopoeia is gone.
No more musty rusty. I'm moving up in the world.
Nice, congrats. Okay, now I can celebrate.
Mom, you're right. I took down a bunch of bad guys, even got shot with kryptonite, but I didn't get hurt.
We're going to run some more tests at the fortress, but it seems like kryptonite doesn't affect him the same way.
Oh, wow.
Little Kent, what are you, the worst rapper in Kansas?
Sarah thought it was cool.
That was a good joke.
When I heard you calling for help, I didn't even think, and Jordan could have got hurt. Side he got from you saved him.
Yeah.
When he got shot, that was the worst moment of my life. I realized I've been so obsessed with keeping him safe because for the first time I can't keep you safe.
Understandable.
I feel really powerless.
Even Superman has his limits.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one day I will feel that pull. You have to know I have every intention of beating this.
Yep.
And that I will do everything I can and give everything I have to stay with you and the boys.
Oh.
And I know I've been a crappy big sister, but I was wondering if you wanted to play video games with me.
All right, let's do it.
You don't play video games.
Excuse me, I used to crush at Burger Time.
Maybe Dad wants to play too.
Maybe another time.
Okay.
Yeah, she's still pissed about that.
Now I feel rotten and Lana hates
Come on,
me.
Chrissy, Lana doesn't.
Yeah,
Look, I'm
she
pretty
is so
sure
pissed.
you're about to make up with me.
Whoa,
The opposite.
Whoa, no. I thought maybe we should stop sneaking around and make this a little more,
Official.
I don't know, public. Chrissy, Marie, Beppo.
Would you like to be my girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
Can't do this anymore.
What?
I find myself facing a problem that I can't do anything about. I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Powers are fading.
It's onomatopoeia, the cancer patient. Oh, yeah.
Worse.
Dr. Hook is so close.
Always.
Oh, wow.
That's
So
the version
Bruno's
of
the
me.
husband.
So that's why I'm here, to ask for help.
He's good of a Clark to open up. Alrighty, that was episode 6 of Superman and Lois. That was another good episode. All the plot lines here were really hitting for me. And that's always really hard in these superhero shows like this, where there's one storyline that you really like and the others kind of fall to the wayside and you just don't care. But here, I honestly do enjoy all facets of all these storylines that were going on. So first we could talk about is Superman and Lois. Of course, Clark has been going to chemo with Lois. At the beginning of the episode, he basically attended this therapeutic session for husbands or wives that have spouses that are getting cancer treatment. It was pretty heart-wrenching and sad just hearing all the different stories of these different families. You could definitely tell it was hitting Clark pretty deep, especially after hearing the main instructor's story. Because of that, he then just walked off and didn't want to attend another session. Later, we see Lois looking into making a will. There was a bit of pushback from Clark because he thinks that she shouldn't be thinking about that because no, she is going to beat this. But still, she has cancer. There was always a chance for her to die. So it was just smart and responsible to do this. Later in the episode, they kind of reconcile, especially after an incident that Clark had with his son. It made him realize that death is real. He's just mad and sad just how powerless he feels because no matter what he has or can do, it won't be able to heal Lois's cancer. And that really hit him really deep. So that was a really heartwarming moment once they finally agreed with each other and hugged. Next, we could also talk about Clark and Jordan. So Jordan apparently finished the last training session. Once he completed that, Clark said he was going to be able to go on save missions with him. Clark had a bunch of pushback. And while Clark was busy with something else, Jordan apparently saved people from a flood. And this caused Clark to have another training session with him, to which Jordan agreed. At the training session, he had two of the enemies fight Jordan, and Jordan won. But Clark tried to add another training session, and that really set off Jordan. He was like, no matter what I do, you're always going to add another thing for him to work on. Jordan really wants the experience, because how is he really going to know how to do things without actually experiencing them? So that just led to a whole argument, and once they got home, Lois was like, what the heck? Later, Clark here screams from apparently Lois, saying that she needed help. So Clark told Jordan to stay, and he zoomed off. Unfortunately for him, it was onomatopoeia, and he basically got pinned by onomatopoeia and 3 of her guards. When Lois got home, Jordan was confused because he thought Lois was in trouble. Because of that, and through the convincing from Lois, he went to go and save Clark. And that was a pretty traumatic scene for Clark because he saw Jordan get shot by a kryptonite bullet. Luckily, they were both able to defeat them. Unfortunately, onomatopoeia escaped, but luckily Jordan survived. We later then learned that apparently because of his human side that came from Lois, he may be stronger than him because he may not have issues with kryptonite like Clark does. And the last thing with that was that it was pretty cool seeing Jordan in the new suit that General Lane gave him. We also have Sophie's storyline, which I'm really glad they finally addressed this because yes, throughout the 3 seasons here, they've really neglected Sophie. So totally understandable how she felt. They kept ignoring her and they didn't even notice until an hour later that Sophie was gone. Luckily, with the help of Jonathan, he was able to talk Sophie out of the feelings that she was feeling because he dealt with the same thing with his family. We then get a heartwarming embrace from Sarah and Kyle with Sophie, and that ended with Jonathan getting promoted and finally getting a shirt with his name on it. And lastly, we had the little triangle between Kyle, Chrissy, and Lana. Chrissy wanted to make her relationship with Kyle official, but Kyle wanted time because he feels it's so soon since the divorce. Later, because Sophie was lost, Lana sees Kyle with Chrissy, and that reveal was pretty unfortunate. But as we saw at the end of the episode, Kyle doesn't care. Yes, Lana may be mad, but that's basically on her. Kyle believes it's finally time for him to move on, and he officially made Chrissy his girlfriend. Overall, another good episode. And actually, the last thing I forgot to talk about was that we finally learned about onomatopoeia and that relationship between the cancer patient and Lois, where they had a good conversation over dinner. She defended Bruno, and now we know the reason is because Bruno is her husband. That was a shock. I didn't expect it. I did think onomatopoeia was a girl. I was kind of thinking maybe it was the doctor, John Henry's sister, but I kind of like this twist. It was a pretty cool idea. Other than that, that is all I have. If you have any questions or theories, please leave in the comment section below. If you enjoyed the reaction, please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.